Hello, everyone. It's been a while since you've seen me. I've been still making content. Hope you've enjoyed what I've been posting. Today, I want to touch bases on the education system, my plans for it, as well as technology as it's continued to advance. My aim for the education system is to help people get out of the habit of relying on the one percenters or even government itself to dictate how you live. Now, we recently just had a presidential election, and what's so alarming is the amount of people that was so violent and nasty to each other based on whichever candidate that you supported. And it really alarmed me in so many ways. I have watched the debates, and what I have seen is that neither side was talking about the improvement of humans and how we live. Looking around at the tech industries, how they are progressing to make these robotics and AI, which granted we do need to learn how to use, but it's like both candidates kind of glossed over it and continue to spread the word worker just to be relatable to the people that are still in that age in their mind, and it just seemed off-putting to me and very deceptive. I mean, look around you. Are we really going to live like this forever? No, of course not. That's why the tech industry is doing all of this. And it's up to humans and us as the people to actually learn how to use this so we can actually finally improve the quality of living. So ultimately, what I've gotten out of it is that the people are still left in the dark, and it's targeting those who seek whichever candidate is more relatable to them, but it shouldn't even be determined by whichever candidate runs the White House. The power has always been in the people, not all these powerful entities and huge tech industries. It all starts here. That's where creation happens. So it all just completely affirmed how important it is to change the education system. I want people to learn how to create, not spend their time as just a cog in the wheel. We're all creators, and that can be taught to people. The reason why there are people that would say, "Oh, not everybody can do this," is because of the system that has already been set in place. People have already been conditioned into it. And as a result of this, the older generation will find it very difficult to adapt to the approaching future civilization of humanity. And it's really heartbreaking. So, with that, you could say that my plans for the education system would be called the great equalizer, you could say. It'll be more of a great equalizer than even the gun. And with that, it would teach people to actually value the improvement of mankind and how we live, how we practice at our jobs, or how the world even works. And instead of looking towards the one percenters or people who have already figured this out, but they want to use philanthropy to keep you on the cogwheel, so to speak. Say, just keep doing a good job and such. But that age is actually coming to an end. Remembering how billionaires are made, they made their fortune because they found a problem in the world and they found a effective solution to it. But this needs to be common amongst everyone. Now, saying that, I know some people would have some concerns about it, but again, it's because of the conditioning of the current system that we live in. It's not meant to help you find solutions to the world, it's to help you spend your time running your time chasing the dollar bills that are like bait on a fish net instead of prioritizing advancing humanity together as you know it. With my education system, I have also noticed that it seems to me that it's only the tech industries that are advancing us, but I don't think it should be just reliant on technology. There's other sectors that need to be advanced as well, such as the medical field, or, like I said, the quality of living, how we live. All of that needs to be improved as well. Like one of my plans, it would be to implement AI studies or AI courses into the schools, similar to how computer classes was implemented in schools growing up. That was to teach us how to use the computers to effectively do our work. And I believe it's going to be very important for everyone to actually learn how to use AI to help improve the quality of their work, as well as have more time to actually spend improving on yourself and all of humanity. In fact, this is going to be very commonplace in the advanced civilization, and it's approaching very fast. And it's a good thing. Doctors will have more time to congregate together and find better treatments for everyone, as well as better plans, better medicine, and cures. The more humanity leaves everything to the one percenters or people in government, the more they're going to be monetized. And who knows what we're going to be monetized for in the future if things continue this way. This logic is flawed in every single way. With my plans for the education system, it's not only to prepare people for this technical age that we're about to enter, but it will it will actually help improve them and realize that they shouldn't be just relying or waiting for something to change based on somebody else's status. We don't need to be doing that. That's the most incorrect way to live. Have you seen a toddler or a baby in a crib where, let's say, they have their brother sleeping in a separate crib, but that child wanted to get up and play? So this child thinks. This has been established in us ever since we were born. This is in all of us. He thinks, and he decides to use his buttocks to hit the edge of the crib to get closer to the other crib so he can climb over and play with his brother. That is innovative thinking. That is a natural gift in all of us. It's not just to be given to these one percenters, it's in all of us. And that's something that I want to teach everyone that visits this channel and what my plans are with the education system. This is this is going to be paramount in the future. I've written many papers on this as well as built a PowerPoint on it in case, I'm ever invited to a gathering or a discussion on education. If anyone that's in education sees my content, I would love to, hear your thoughts on what my plans are and help spread the word and see what we can do together to get this implemented. Because like I said in the other videos, rote learning is not going to be enough to get you anywhere. It's not about how high you can score on an SAT score or test or whatnot. You can score as many 100s as you want. AI, ChatGPT, that's going to keep on improving, and they will be able to do that tenfold over you, no matter how hard you go at it. So instead of waiting for the change to flap over on us, we need to prepare everyone now and change the mindset. What is worker? What is the definition of worker? If you ask me, with how things have been in life, it's pretty much a byproduct of the word slavery. What do I mean by that? Let's say you go in, you clock in, you do your work, and then you return home. Then no one really stops and asks themselves, What have I contributed to humanity? What changes have I done? Sure, it's to help someone here and there, or customers, or in medical field, patients. But what have I done to truly impact the world in terms of care, customer care, or patient care? What have I brought that is brand new to civilization that no one else have even thought of yet? That is the question that everyone should be asking themselves, and tickle the creative side of your mind, not uh, the hamster wheel side of just running the motion. Because the next thing you know, you're going to be old. And just wearing the badge of honor based on how many hours you have put in, that's very bittersweet. No, it is not up to Bill Gates or Elon Musk. They're very smart individuals, but it ultimately starts with you. If you're watching this, everyone that is watching my channel, it starts with you. It's not about relying on what are they going to do for us, or what that person is going to do for us. All of us have the same mindset as they do. We can train our minds to be just as innovative and creative as they are. But people have gotten so accustomed to seeking comfort and stability. But unfortunately, that only gives more power to entities that you're obviously not a fan of. It truly starts with training your mindset, how humans have lived, and realizing that the time for change is now. It's more important now than it ever was before. One of my videos spoke about the Industrial Revolution. Now, if you think about it, the way technology was back then, they had no warning. They didn't have, channels like this one, or uh, the news or tech news or anything like that could warn them beforehand of what was about to happen to them. And before they knew it, they go into work, and they're out of a job because the machines are now doing the work for them, and indefinitely. They don't require going home, they don't require breaks or anything like that. And we're at the cusp of that right now. And it doesn't matter how many people are against it or for it. The most important reason why AI is here, and the reason why Industrial Revolution happened back then, was to help improve the quality of living for humanity. And to me, that is the bigger picture. In fact, that is the reason why recently I've taken up learning to code. And it's because I do have a dream of one day, making my own AI one day. It's going to be a long journey. I'm just starting out, but it's a good start. You start somewhere. You'll never reach your goal if you don't start. You just pander on it. With the way the world is right now, when, let's say, you go to a company and you're the customer, and you need dire help with something, and then they tell you you need to do A and B in order to get C. However, some of the things that they're asking for is out of the question. You're not able to provide that for them. And then they say, well, we cannot help you. Or they make up an excuse of what you will have to do after you get turned down. If my education system was already in place, there would not be a company that would be bold enough to say that to anyone. Let me explain why. Because at that age, 9 times out of 10, you're talking to someone that's going to build something that does your job of your company, and cover everything that you told that customer that you were not able to do. I'm actually all for this because that progresses that field, that genre of whatever it is that you are needing services with. The age that we're getting in now, I say that to say this, is no longer going to be reliant on how professional you are, but it's all going to be all about absolute proficiency. And there is no human on earth that can provide that. I do have a couple of videos that's in the works right now, and I'll be releasing it in the coming days. That's going to be more glossing on what I just informed you of the education system being the great equalizer. I will emphasize more on that in the videos to come, and I look forward to hearing any feedback, and I hope you stay tuned and let me know your thoughts. And it's not about the despair of the future. It's about hope. What I've noticed is that people are so quick to spread hopelessness, and I want to actually aspire to spread hope, not despair. That's why this channel is here. That's why I've made this channel, because there's so many people that's in the dark, and I want to help show the way. I didn't have a brilliant skill when I was younger, like a lot of the one percenters now. I was about as basic of a kid as you can imagine until I met an individual at the age of 10. And I don't have any particular skills. I'm trying to change that, but because of that encounter, which I will tell more about in the future, I did right away have all of humanity in my mind. So you could say that everything that I am telling you now, what I've been telling you about the education system, it dates all the way back to the age of 10. And I'm 36 now. So that should tell you just how passionate I am about this. And I hope this reaches many people out there that do not know the direction of the world right now. But the future is beautiful. You just have to find that hope and not rely on the powerful individuals. Don't idolize people. Focus on building yourself. Recreate yourself. Because every one of you are on par with the famous philanthropists. Every one of you. But stop relying on the philanthropy that they're saying, because they just want you to continue running that hamster wheel until it's too late. Sorry, this was quite a long-winded video, but I hope this opens some eyes. And I'll be posting more videos like this with my face in the future. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful night, and peace, love, and innovation. The future is bright, but it starts with you.